Hello everyone, this is Lavoy Finicum, One Cowboy Stand for Freedom. This is a very important video that I'm making. I'm hoping that you can have a little bit of patience as I try to do a little bit of educating. I'm calling this part 1, Lavoy versus BLM. I'm here on my ranch and it's beautiful out here. And it's time that we do something more than just talk about freedom and about defending our Constitution. So I want to educate, I want to teach, I want to let you know what I'm personally doing to defend our Constitution. First off, I'm going to just pan here and show you what this pasture is. This is just one of my pastures on my ranch. I don't know how many acres are here, 3,000–4,000 acres in this particular pasture. In 6 years, I've never grazed this pasture off. This is the first year that I'm turning out on this pasture. And that's going to be significant, and I'll explain why. But first, I'm just going to pan and show you this pasture. Okay, as you look around, this is my reservoir. Call this my Upper Kent pasture. A few of my cows sitting on the reservoir. And the range goes to those tree lines, those mountains over there, and it continues to go down to those tree lines that way, looking south, goes to those tree lines there, and then from there this pasture goes to that mountain right there. My ranch also goes up on top of that mountain, but this particular pasture is just this valley here. And daughter, come back over here. And this is the best part of my ranch. This is my daughter, Catrielle. She's my second to the youngest, and she helps me with all of this with the rest of my family. But my pasture goes up that way several miles. Again, a lot of acreage here. Never have grazed this off in 6 years. If you look, see the grass? Look how thick it is. Look how green it is. And we're in late summer. And so this is my pasture here, and this is part of my ranch. This grass, I own it. It's called my grazing rights, my forage rights. And these cows are fat and sassy and looking good, and got a few more of my cows down under some trees down there. I'm not very good with technology, but they're down there. So let me move forward here. Put this back down. Hope you can see me. And this is my dog over here, Diamond Hill. Great cow dog. She's pregnant right now. Going to be her last litter. She's getting a little old, kind of like me. A year ago, she and I both got laid up. She got stepped on by a bull, and bull got her and broke all the bones in her back leg, and so she's never really been quite the same, but she loves being out here with me and my family and the cows. She loves it out here. I had a colt come over on top of me about the same time, and we were both feeling kind of old and broken up for a while, but it's good out here. Life's good out here. Now the reason I'm making the video, and this isn't about cows, this isn't about grass, it's not even about my dog, but it is about my family, and it is about freedom, and it is about the Constitution. I've never been crosswise with the BLM in all the years that I've owned my ranch here. Never had a trespass filed against me. I've never been over what they call the AUMs, which means how many cows I should run. Like I said, I've never run for 6 years in this very pasture here. The point is, they claim that this is theirs, and I claim that the forage right, the grass, is mine. And so let's go to the Constitution, our supreme law of the land. And this is the point, this is the rub, and this is the focus. In Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, and let me start by going back and laying down the intent of our founding fathers and the intent of the Constitution. Our founding fathers came out of tyranny And they were really concerned that this land be a land of freedom. So they did several things. One of the first things they did when they laid out the Constitution was they divided the powers into three branches. And we all know what those are: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. So we have three branches of power. So they separated those. And the other thing they did to keep from having a centralization of power into a central government, which increases or decreases the freedom of the individual, is that they limited the amount of land mass that this central power could control, called the federal government. Because if you can control the land, you can control the food production, you can control the people. Now currently the BLM, or the federal government, lays claim to 1/3 of the land mass of the United States. Put that in perspective. You've got to put together the country of Germany, and you must combine it with the country of France. Then you better put in Italy, Spain, throw in Portugal, and then throw in Britain. You got to start throwing all those countries together to begin to get them close to the comparison of the land mass that the federal government owns, say that they own and control. Now, and in this land mass, they claim to have what's called exclusive legislative ability. And what they have done, they have combined all three branches of power. And I'll explain that. You have bureaucrats that sit behind desks, and they will write a statute or a regulation, and it has the effect of law, and then they implement that. And now that regulation is enforced by federal rangers who are armed, and they can enforce it. They're empowered to enforce it by lethal means if necessary. If a person gets crosswise with one of these statutes, they're then hauled into a federal court and tried by a federal judge. All three branches of power combined under one head. Now, none of these people, do we the people here over whom this is imposed upon, have the power of recall. In other words, we don't elect them. They are not accountable to us. And so our founding fathers knew that that was a potential of combining great power under one head. So they limited by the letter of the law what land that the federal government could control. And it's found in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. Let me read it to you. I've shared this before, but let me read it to you again. It says, referring to the federal government, it says, to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever in such districts not to exceed 10 square miles as may by secession of a particular state and the acceptance of Congress. What is that 10 square miles? Well, that's Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., the seat of the federal government. That's proper and that's appropriate. They go on. It says, to become the seat of the government of the United States and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the state in which the same shall be for the erections of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other such needful buildings. Okay, they limit the federal government to purchase only those lands needful for the defense of our country: docks, arsenals, forts, and other such needful buildings. And not only that, they can't take it by eminent domain. They must ask the state legislatures if they can purchase it from them. So in this very clause here, by that very sentence there, it acknowledges that the states are the owners of the land. And what happened was that in the beginning, these states, there's one other place that the federal government can exercise control over in landmass, and that's territories, and that's appropriate. It's in the Constitution. They have that right. And so when a territory was to be admitted to the Union, they were to come in on equal footing as the original 13 colonies. And so they were not to be less than. And so at the moment, at the time of statehood, those lands were to be disposed of to the people of that state. And if you look on a map, you can see that that procedure was followed until you start getting out here west. And as time lapsed, as governments are wont to do, they like to hold on to power, hold on to wealth. And so they became slower and slower at disposing this land to the people as they are supposed to do. Until, at such point, they almost quit. And then they did. And then they says, you know what? This land is ours. And they said that we own it. And let me give you a little history on this. I hope you'll follow along with me a little bit here, because it's important to understand this. And it's important to understand so that you can understand who is lawful and who is unlawful. Well, let's actually go to what I'm particularly involved in here, and it's called grazing rights. Now, grazing right is a right that is established by prior appropriation. It is a natural right, and preemptive or prior appropriation is the legal term, and that's how property rights are established, and it's called common law or natural law. For example, I explain this to people to help them to understand this. We understand rights when we look at lines. See, rights are not granted by the government, but a person claims right. There's three things to establish a property right. The first thing is you must claim it. The second thing is you must use it. And the third thing is you must defend it. And I'll do a quick analogy so you can get the gist of this. Okay. We all know about lines. We stand at lines at the grocery store. We stand at lines at the DMV. We stand in lines at the movie theater. Okay. When you stand in line, you create a right. It's self-evident. That's what our founding fathers meant. Certain rights are self-evident. In other words, I'm the first from the line at theater. I have established that by prior appropriation. And so that is claimed. I claimed it. And as long as I stand there, I'm using it. I'm not giving it up. And so I'm using it. So I claim it, I use it. Now the third thing is I must defend it. Well, let's go back to use it. I cannot, after I make this claim, walk away because it's taken too long, and I go get a hamburger and a drink, then come back and the line is really long and say, hey, I'm first in line. No, what happened? I lost that right because I didn't use it. Okay, now suppose I'm sitting there first in line and the line is long, and in comes a bigger feller, and he says, man, that line is too long. And so he steps in front of me, and I can do one or two things. I can mumble and complain and step back, and in such case I have given up my right. Or I can defend that right. Those are the two things. Well, what has happened? The federal government has come in and started claiming it. We have been here prior to the BLM being formed. These grazing rights were established. And I'll explain it to you. This particular grazing right here that we're sitting on, all this green grass, all this acreage here. Okay, I bought this grazing right from the ranching family by the name of Ballards. Ballards bought it from the ranching family called the Heatons. Okay, the Heatons were some of the first settlers in this country here. There's nobody grazing out here. There wasn't Indians out here grazing on this. There was nobody grazing here. They come out here and they create a reservoir, or they take a spring, they come with a little herd, and they say, you know what? Man, there's good grass, I got some water. I am going to claim this as my forage right, my grazing right. And so they did, and they used it. And then in would come another rancher with some herds, and they'd make them a reservoir over here or develop a spring over there, and they would run. And sometimes we ran in common. You know, we'd have good waters, and they say, okay, I'm going to run 100 head, you run 100 head, and it's called running in common. And, you know, eventually as time passed, we put fence lines on all the borders of these grazing rights. And when we had conflict, the bigger guy come in and says, you know what, I know you're here first, but I'm tough, and I I'm going to take. And so sometimes we fought and we shot each other over these grazing rights. Down in the central Arizona, there's a big old basin as you drop off the Mogollon Rim called the Bloody Basin. So we establish things through blood, sweat, and tears. These grazing rights are natural rights. They exist sole and separate from any written law. The Constitution doesn't even give us these rights. We have the Constitution because we have these rights. And so here we are, sitting on these grazing rights, ranching it, and along comes the BLM, 1935, 1936, around there, and they look around and they say, you know what, we now passed the Taylor Grazing Act, and all these grazing rights now belong to us. And we have exclusive legislative ability over all these grazing rights. And we will now permit you, to graze on these. Here we're going to give you a permit. And we will re-examine every 10 years if we want you here. And in fact, anytime in between those 10 years, if we don't want you here, and we'll change it anytime we want, anytime we choose, through our wisdom and our prerogative. And you know, as ranchers, we kind of got bullied. We were negligent. We were uninformed. And as they grew, and they came in very softly, very kindly, very nice to help. They didn't come in with a heavy hand. Government never does when they come to take our freedoms. It's always to help us, always to take care of us.
Shoot me, you shoot me. I'm going to meet the sheriff. The sheriff is waiting for us. So you do as you damn well please. But I'm not going anywhere. Here I am, right there. Right there, put a bullet through it. You understand? I'm going to go meet the sheriff. You back down or you kill me now. Go ahead, put the bullet through me. I don't care.
Where's Ryan?
I'm going to go meet the sheriff. You do as you damn well please.
What for?
Well, I'm going to ask them if they want to go out.
What for? Why are we getting
You want out?
What for? What are we getting out?
Who are you? Yeah, who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Oregon State Police.
Okay, well, I'm going over to meet the sheriff in Grant County. You can come along with us, and you can talk with us over there. You can go ahead and shoot me. You put the laser right there, put the bullet through the head. Okay, boys, this is going to get real. You want my blood on your hands? Get it done, because we got people to see and places to go. No, I don't. You need to back off. You need to back off.
Where in the heck is Ammon?
They pulled him over.
You shouldn't have ever stopped.
Did Ammon?
You're wasting oxygen, son.
Where they got a...
What? Oh, did they have Ryan? Did they arrest him?
I don't know what they
Shouldn't
did.
have got out.
He shouldn't have got out.
I'm not turning over. I'm going into Day County.
Well,
I'm going into Grant County to see the sheriff.
Well, if we duck and you drive, what are they going to do? Try to knock us out? How much further we got to go?
To shoot your tires.
We got about 50 miles.
Okay.
Tell them to approach the vehicle.
Okay.
And Ryan's talking to him, right?
Okay.
Is he talking to him?
I can't tell.
I can't even see him except the guy behind the door that's got his gun on us. Say we have kids in here.
We hold each other.
Okay, who can we call?
I don't have seconds.
Call that sheriff.
I probably do.
I call.
Here, turn that down.
Okay.
Where's my
Hey,
phone?
boys, you better realize we got people on the way. You want a bloodbath? It's going to be on your hand. We're going to go see the sheriff.
Call Joseph Rice.
His number.
Better understand how this thing's going to end.
What's the number?
I'm going to be
I'll
laying
find
down
it.
here on
Hold
the
on.
ground with my blood on the street, or I'm going to go see the sheriff.
You don't have any?
We got people en route.
Yes, we do. Hold this.
You're
this
wasting
camera.
your oxygen.
Hold this camera. Listen. Okay.
Okay.
Take pictures. Keep an eye on him.
All right.
Keep an eye on Lavoy.
Can you take pictures and still have
No,
it
it's going.
recording?
It's recording
Okay,
now.
cool.
Okay. No. I don't
Okay, what's
care.
his number?
I'm looking. Just a minute.
You need to back down.
We don't have any service. We have no service here.
Start calling people. They did it because there's no service here.
I
Yeah,
know
they
it.
got it.
They know it. There's no service here at
We
all.
should never have stopped. We should
Yeah.
never have stopped.
I'm going to keep going.
Then we have to duck.
I know.
What are they
Go
gonna do
get
with
people.
Ryan?
Okay.
If we take
We
off,
need
what are
to
they
get
gonna do?
Ryan
Shoot-
back.
Shoot your tires out?
Well,
Most likely.
okay, Ryan Hammond.
Where's
Why did they pull you
Go
over?
get help.
There's no service here.
Just because.
Okay, you ready?
Well, where's those where's the
They got
guns?
him stopped. You can't get around him. I'm going to go. You guys ready?
Okay,
Then
get down.
Then you duck
Get
down.
down.
Give me that
Up
camera.
and-
Okay, give me this camera. Go. Got it.
Are they shooting?
Got it. Keep going.
Okay, what about Ammon and those guys?
We can't get around him. I'm going to go get help.
Okay.
Stay down. Stay down.
I need
Stay
to call
down.
so I can call as soon as I get service.
Wait up. Yeah, keep watching the phone. See if you get any service.
I don't have my
I
phone.
can't even get Joe Rice.
Coming up fast.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I don't know about numbers.
Well, I got numbers, but I can't call because we have no service.
Okay.
No, mobile network not available.
Do you have numbers for people here in town?
Yeah, but
Hang on.
Okay, they're shooting.
Hang on.
Okay, we're here.
Go ahead and shoot me.
Damn! Trying to.
Shoot me. Shoot on the ground.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
Shoot me. You have to shoot me.
Damn it. Are they shooting him? Did they shoot him? You assholes.
Oh my god!
Hold still. Hold still. Stay down.
I can't
Is
get
he
out.
dead?
Don't get out.
I'm an EMT!
Stop it.
No!
Are you hit?
No, I'm an EMT!
No, hold on. Hold on. Don't do anything. No shooting. Don't do anything. Keep the door shut. Where the hell is Lavoy? Is he on the
I can't see.
Shut up. Stay down, Ryan.
Oh god!
Ryan, stay
Let me
down.
out.
Stay down. Oh, shit.
I think they just
Keep down.
killed the boy.
Did they kill him?
I think they did, and they're shooting over here on this door.
I got hit too.
Okay, hold still.
where did you
I
get
don't
hit?
know. It didn't.
Ryan,
Hold still. Hold still.
not
Ryan, where
bleeding.
did you
Hold
get hit?
still.
I'm not bleeding.
Okay, don't shoot
Where
us.
did you get hit, Ryan?
I'm okay. It's on
Okay,
the
I'm
shoulder.
gonna take some.
It's okay.
I'm taking some. Keep down. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. Get out of the car. How are we supposed to get out of the car?
Did they tell us to get out of the car?
No, I can't hear anything. I don't dare get out of the car. Oh, shit. Quit shooting the windows.
Where are they shooting them?
They're hitting the windows. I don't know. They're trying to break our window.
God, keep us safe, please.
Please, please protect us,
Please,
God.
God. God.
Please protect us. Please protect us. Please protect us. We need help. We need help. We need help.
Did they kill him? They killed
Oh,
him.
I can see a laser coming in.
They killed. Oh my God, they killed him.
Okay. So where's the rest of
Ryan?
everyone?
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah,
I can see lasers going by.
Where did you get hit?
I'm okay.
He's got lasers.
got a laser.
Keep your head down. I can see the laser. If you see a laser, keep it away. See, there's laser on your knee. Stop! I don't dare get out because they'll shoot me.
I know.
Okay.
I don't like hunkering down here either.
Me either, but I don't know what to do because
I don't know.
they keep shooting lasers at us.
Get too stinking lax. Think things are just all dandy and fine. We got too damn lax.
Yeah. Damn, why do they keep shooting?
They're
Why
trying to take my head off is what they're trying to
I
do.
know, but all of us? Yeah. That's ridiculous. Because you're stupid. Are you going to kill all of us?
Keep us safe.
Father, please. Protect.
Those were gas rounds.
Yeah, they are. They're good wherever your nose goes. Can we get out? Do we get out?
No, don't get out.
I can't breathe. Okay. Okay. God. Okay.
God. Please keep
Okay,
us
there.
safe.
Okay, they got lasers still on us.
They got lasers still on us. Lavoy got out. I think they've killed Lavoy. They just shot gas rounds into the car. We're hunkered down in here trying not to be shot.
He's shooting. That's one way. He's shooting at the
Shooting more gas rounds. The gas is getting pretty thick in here.
You got nothing to do.
God. Please.
Anyway.
You didn't get out. I don't know. Get out. Will they shoot me?
Yeah, they'll shoot you.
Hang on. I'm gonna get out. If I get...
Anyway.
Can we put a white flag out?
Yeah, I would put a flag out. Let's put a flag out.
Do we have a white flag? Yep.
I'm not sure what they got. What you got?
There's a laser shooting right over here around this.
Okay. The gas dissipates.
He's trying to break this window. He's trying to break the window in out.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything white? Does he
I
have
don't
a
know.
wiper on?
I kick my shirt off. He's a laser trying to shoot this window.
Daisical.
He's got this window open here.
Speak to people. Anyway, they ambushed us on the way to John Day. And now they're shooting into our vehicle. And we're hunkered down. We do not have phone service at this location.
I surrender! Can we just surrender?
Okay, open the left door. Let's get out.
Okay!
That's you, Ryan. I don't know if you can get out. You get out first. Let her in first. Let her out first. You go first. You go first.
Please don't shoot me!
Okay, go.
Okay, I get out.
Okay, get out.
Okay!
No, he'll shoot Ryan first. He'll shoot you first, Ryan. Hands up. Hands up.
The boy's dead.
Sit. Okay. Okay, go. Okay, hands up. Okay, go. Let him shoot you. Hold still.
You said
Okay.
wait, I can't go yet.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on, son. Hold on, sis. Hang on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I still got my camera on for a minute. Okay, you ready?